What's up, guys? This is Robin Williams. Hopefully, you are pumped about life today. Excuse me, PJ, my cat over here trying to get in the video, right? It's not his time today, right? He probably, hopefully, he'll leave this alone. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys an actual technique that will seem to have people come into your life magically with the things that you're requesting from the universe, from God, or whatever it may be. Um, it is so powerful, guys. Some of you may or may not do it, but it is very powerful. I encourage you to get a little taste of this, right? To get a little taste of, what life could really be like, how magical life could really feel like. I had a lot of great things happening in my life, and a lot of things that were so small were really great because it was deliberate creation. And by deliberate creation, I mean setting an intention, setting a feeling out there, putting your wants and desires out there, and having it come back to you how you asked for it, right? And that's what I mean by powerful, because you can create, a great business. You can create, a good product or whatever it is you want to create. But I think the power is within deliberate creation, right? Because if we didn't have deliberate creation, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have a know-how. You wouldn't know how to build, a powerful business. You wouldn't know how to, have a successful YouTube channel. Whatever it may be that you're trying to do, you wouldn't really have a know-how. I mean, you may have a know-how, but it's just not the same, right, guys? A lot of people are out there doing all this action and struggling in their business, and they're struggling in their life, right? And all it takes is a couple of simple techniques to help you, get to where you're trying to go. I've attracted so many wonderful, things in my life. And here's one simple technique that I want to share with you guys. The result may seem small, right? What I attracted to me may seem small, but I tell you that, guys, this thing is powerful. Quite a few years ago, I decided to try this technique. And by the end of this video, if you keep listening, you'll learn how this technique is supposed to be used. It's absolutely free. I'm not trying to sell you anything. And you'll absolutely be able to implement this immediately. And a lot of people say immediately, and it might take 30, 40, 50 minutes, 3 hours, 2 days for you to set up a technique. But immediately after this video, you'll be able to implement this technique in your life. And if you do, guys, I guarantee you feel better, right? If you do it like I tell you to do it, you will absolutely feel better. And then you can practice this or techniques like this and basically start to attract it. You'll start to see things come into your life that matches, what I'm going to teach with you, or what you'll be asking for, actually. So the first thing you want to do, right, is pretty much go to a quiet place. And you don't want any interruption. Focus is going to kind of help you in this situation, because you want to focus on what you're asking for from the universe, from God. Guys, I believe in God, but I use universe a lot, right? And that's what I'm going to use for the remainder of this video. So whatever you're asking from the universe, right, you want to concentrate on that, right? You want to concentrate on the feeling, because if you watch most of my videos, the key to anybody's success is really feeling it, right? Feeling what it is that you desire. So you want to have that focused attention so that you can actually get into a feeling. I don't know if you ever tried to relax in the bathtub. Maybe you have kids, pets, a nagging spouse, something, right, that interfered with you relaxing in that bubble bath. You couldn't relax. Someone was knocking on the door or someone's calling on the phone. It didn't feel that great because you didn't get to focus on that bubble bath. And so it's important for you to relax, right? It's important for you to feel good about doing this too, because you don't have to feel, absolutely wonderful. But it's, if you just got finished arguing with someone, or you just got finished, just having a bad experience, right? You don't want to have a fender bender and then go do this exercise. You might want to go meditate first. But it's more powerful, right? If you do this when you feel at least okay, right? And honestly, guys, if you do feel bad and you do this exercise, it may help you feel better, right? But it's more powerful. The better you feel, the more powerful this technique is. And that's like with all the techniques that I'll be sharing with you over the next couple of weeks and months. The feeling is basically the key. I'm gonna just give you that key right up there. If you like listen to any of the visualization courses out there and stuff like that, they'll tell you to really feel it, to get into the feeling. That's because it is damn important, right? It's very, very important. So excuse me, I got a lot of allergies going on over here. So you got your quiet place, you got your focus, right? I suggest doing whatever you feel like doing, but I suggest also to keep it to 2 to 4 things that you want to attract in your life. Why? Because from my experience, it became very, like a burden, right? To sit here all day. You don't want to sit all day and write about what you want. For one, you have to go and take action on it. And 2, some of it you might not though. Some of it you might not know the action that you're taking because it will be so inspired that you won't think you had any part in it, right? But some of the action will really, really, really blow your mind because it's effortless. Some of the action you need to take, like if you're building a business, you have to get the word out there. I'm not saying you have to go grind hard to make this work, right? Because this technique works, right? But you'll find the different levels of action that you'll be taking to, attract the things that you like. So 2 to 4 things, right? 2 to 4 things should be good enough because you don't want to bring those bad feelings. If you're not enjoying it, you're not feeling bad. And it's in the feeling. Not only is it feeling good, but it's feeling the experience, right? You want to feel the experience and you want to feel good. If you don't feel good, technique might not work that great for you, right? And afterwards, right, if you finish it, don't go back into the cycle. Try not to go back into the cycle of feeling bad, right? Afterwards, you want to feel as good as possible, and that's with every day, with every technique, with everything you do. You want to try your best to feel as good as possible. I won't get into everything, right, in this video, but I have some great stories about just letting go, feeling good, going out and enjoy yourself, right, and having major breakthroughs. When you think you should be in the house working on your business, you go out and you work on your business, right, but not all day. You go out and you enjoy yourself and you come back with breakthroughs, right? You come back with sales in your business. But anyway, back to the technique, because I can go on and on about this stuff. I'm trying to keep it together, right, in one little ball here in this video. And you want to pick like 2 to 4 things again. And what you want to do for each thing one at a time for the first thing. And I actually just did the exercise here in my book. You want to write down what it is you want, right? And you want to try to get into the feeling of it. And this is how you want to get into the feeling. You want to keep it in present tense, maybe past tense, but you could just say, I'm so thankful now that. I am so thankful for. But don't say, I want to, I will. I'm just trying to this is like a whole nother video about how to, write this stuff out in affirmations. Never use past tense. Never use, not past tense, but never use, that feeling of want, that feeling of want. Never use words of negation. Don't say I don't want bad situations because the universe don't know words of negation, but I'm trying to make this short. So what you want to do is put exactly what you want. You don't want to focus on what you don't want. You want to focus on what you do want. And so you want to pretty much say, what do you want? Say, for instance, I want to attract a nice cat bowl. It's small, simple item, right? I would say I'm so happy, not happy, but I'm so happy and thankful now that I have a lovely cat bowl for my cat PJ, right? And I would say because of this cat bowl, I get to feed my cat daily in a luxurious or fun, I guess it's more like a fun, whatever you're trying to attract, obviously, and a fun, looking bowl that matches my living room set. So maybe you want it to match your living room set. Obviously, this doesn't match the sunroom here, but you want to put what you want, why you want, and because of this bowl, I will feel so I'm trying to get into the feeling of this bowl, right? Because I really don't care. It's the bowl, right? But if it is something you want to attract, you attract that bowl, right? And he said, because of this bowl, I'm so happy, or I feel so grateful that I get to feed my cat daily because he's healthy, he gets his nutrients, whatever it is, right? That you want to attract. Put what you want to attract, why you want to attract it, and how it will make you feel. And guys, just to give you a little of my experience with this, right? My results. I remember when I first started this technique, I actually sat down and I wrote down what I wanted. And at the time, I was broke as hell. I was in my apartment in Alexandria, Virginia, one of the most expensive places to live at. I loved it there, absolutely, but we were in one of the brokest apartments, right? And we needed furniture. And we needed, not only did we need furniture, we wanted more things. We wanted accessories that we could not afford at the time, stuff like that. We couldn't just go out and buy everything that we wanted and needed for the house. We couldn't just go out and buy, a crock pot, a blender, accessories for the bathroom. We just couldn't go out and buy all that at once, right? Granted, we did go out and buy little things here and there. It just wasn't moving fast enough for me, right? So I went out and I did this exercise and I said what type of furniture I wanted and why I wanted and how it made me feel. And I wrote it down, guys. And here's the kicker, right? And this is why I call it deliberate creation. I didn't go out begging for anything. I didn't go tell my mom and dad what I wanted in my house. I didn't go out telling my friends, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, right? I did this exercise, right? And without me knowing, I had a friend come over that I didn't see in years, right? I didn't mention this to her. I didn't mention the law of attraction. I didn't mention how I was doing all these different techniques in my life because honestly, I didn't have good experience sharing it with people at the time anyway. And today I really don't care. I share it with whoever wants to listen. If you don't want to listen, you can close the video, or, if that person doesn't want to hear me, they can go on to the next thing. But anyway, what I did was, I think I set up a time for her to come over, or we made arrangements for her to come over, and I didn't talk to her about any of this stuff, right? And it just amazed me, right, that when I went there, when she came to my house, right, she came with her smiles or whatever, she showed up and it was like magic, right? Because we had this dark brown bedroom set at the time, and we really wanted to add, you wanted to, add little crazy stuff like that to your room, just decorations and stuff like that. We didn't have a mirror over top of it. You know how most dresses come with a mirror? And we didn't have one. It would have been nice to have one. I didn't ask for one specifically. I just said how I would like to have better furniture, more things to go in the house, stuff like that, right? And she showed up. I didn't ask her for anything. She didn't ask me if I wanted anything. Showed up with this brown mirror that went exactly with my furniture, right? And a lot of people, I wish I could show you, right? But I don't have it anymore. And it was so amazing because I knew the power in this technique. She showed up, and it wasn't years later, it wasn't months later. It was maybe within a few weeks she showed up, and other magical things happened, like me going into a store and having, the bomb sale going on for all the little other stuff that I asked for, like the crock pot and the, what is it called? The blender and stuff like that, and a ridiculous sale, right? And that I could afford. And, it was just amazing how things happen. So this is what I'm talking about with effortless action. A lot of people think I may be off when I say, I'm not really big on massive action. I feel like if you believe it takes massive, crazy, sweaty hours to attract the things in your life, then it will. But if you believe in like magical things, then those magical things will happen. I didn't do anything but invite her over. That's the action I took, right? Invited her over, set up the arrangement. We were going to have fun. Our plans were to have fun that weekend, right? I didn't do anything. I didn't ask her for anything. I didn't go shopping for the mirror. I didn't do anything crazy, right? And it's so crazy how things like this continue to happen in my life. And I'm developing a better sense of, because I believe that most of the stuff is always here, right? But somehow we block it, right? And so I'm developing a better sense of attracting, the things that I want in my life. and attracting what I call miracles, which aren't really miracles. It's our birthright to have everything that we desire in our life. And even like this house has a magical story that I'll share with you at a later time or whatever, because I'm at like 15 minutes. And hopefully you got a lot of value, guys. And the biggest thing I want to put on this video at the back end is do it now. Pull out a piece of paper. Write down, like 4 things that you want in your life. 2, if you don't have that much time, feel good about it, guys. Write down what you want, why you want it, and how it will make you feel, guys. This is a very, very powerful technique that I hope you will implement immediately, right? Because I'm pretty sure it's things that you want out there, right? It's things that you want to attract in your life. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to struggle doing it. And if you don't want to struggle, this is the way to do it. I'm not saying you're not going to have to take action. I'm not saying everything is going to be magical, which I believe it can. But sometimes I think, I just believe our belief isn't there yet, right? Even the people who have the greatest successes sometimes still taking the craziest efforts. And I don't believe it has to be that way. I know some amazing stories that prove this, right? And hopefully, guys, do yourself a favor. Do your family a favor. Stop stressing. Stop struggling. Do yourself a favor and do this exercise. And over the next few months, I'll be sharing some more exercises that actually work for me. I won't be sharing exercises that didn't do anything for me, right? Or I didn't actually try it on my own. And it's actually, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I attracted specifically from this exercise. Because I tried different exercises. I tracked a lot of different things. And this is my disclaimer. You can do anything, right? You can do anything, any type of exercise. This is just one exercise. And what it does is it opens up that good energy within you to attract these things. That's all it does. It's no better than the next technique that I'll share with you. Some of them may be a little bit better. I don't know. But it really, really helps open up the energy and allow you to attract the things that you've been asking for. And the reason why you're not getting it is because you're not sitting down and you're not feeling it. And this just allows you to feel it along with all the other techniques that I'll be sharing with you. And what I did to get the results and the techniques. And hopefully you'll get a lot of value out of this. Hopefully you'll implement it in your business, in your life, every area of your life, right? That was on furniture. It wasn't even on business, right? That was on household furniture, like you can do this on anything, furniture, cars, just do it, right? So I wish you the best of success. And I hope that you pretty much subscribe to my YouTube channel and actually, share it, like it, comment, tell me what you think. Tell me if you're having a struggle with it. A lot of people have some struggles that if I went through it, I can help you with it. If you're having a struggle with this technique or other techniques, I will try to help you. And if I can't, I will refer you to some books or tell you, I'm sorry, I can't help you, or give you some other suggestions. But I'll guarantee you that if you have questions about this technique, I could probably help you. And I will see you on the top. Peace.